Still in Urba's path, the Turks and Caicos Islands and the Bahamas. I'll speak with Congressman Ted Deutsch of Florida and the Director of the National Weather Service, Louis Uccellini, our correspondents and specialists and guests. They are all standing by with full coverage of the storm and other stories breaking tonight. Let's begin with the breaking news. A new forecast is just coming in for Hurricane Irma. Our meteorologist Tom Sater is at the CNN Severe Weather Center. So what's the latest, Tom?
Well, just a few minor changes. Again, what we have is still a formidable Hurricane Wolf, no doubt. We're losing time now because those that have to evacuate have got to do it by tomorrow morning if they're going to do this. Now, I will show you a significant change, at least 20-30 miles when it comes to the track towards Miami, which could be significant for Miami and everyone in Monroe County, Miami-Dade, and elsewhere. We're now watching the storm surge start to plow into the Turks and Caicos. That's why they were evacuated, looking at least 15 to even possibly 20 feet or more in some areas. The warnings extend across the Bahama Islands, but this is new today, and this is significant. These watches posted by the National Hurricane are not just slapped up on the U.S. without considerable discussion and analysis of the data. It costs millions and millions of dollars to place a hurricane watch somewhere in the U.S. because of the federal, state, the local need, the equipment, the personnel, and the evacuation process that's taking place, and of course closing of businesses and so on and so forth. This will become a warning as time rolls on. We will see more watches extended up the East Coast and the West Coast because, again, keep in mind, this storm is so large, once it makes its way to the southern tip of Florida, the entire peninsula will be covered with tropical storm force winds. I wanted to point out here the tracks. A couple of them still deviate down to the south over Cuba. Almost ready to kind of erase that, but we cannot knock that possibility out. But again, the spaghetti plots are different than the European and the U.S. model. So we look at all of them. And again, we continue to see quite an array and focus along that East Coast. The difference in the track for the National Hurricane Center from yesterday to today is quite interesting. But for planning purposes, I just want everybody to look at this color codes. This is when the tropical storm force winds meet your area. You do not want to leave on Saturday driving through Florida